Over the years, the Paralympic Games have left a lasting impression on the hearts and minds of millions around the world. Today, the Winter Paralympics are almost as popular as the Standard Olympics and attract top-tier Paralympic talent from around the world. Watching these athletes compete is tremendously inspirational. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're looking at the funniest and most memorable moments that have happened in Winter Paralympics history. First up, what are some of the most memorable moments in the Winter Paralympics? Let's have a look. One of the top moments of the 2018 Winter Paralympics Games came when Dutch snowboarder Bibian Mental Spee won 2 gold medals. This is absolutely remarkable when you consider the fact that 2 months earlier, Mental Spee had undergone cancer treatment at the age of 45. The Dutch snowboarder didn't get time to prepare as she was undergoing cancer treatment throughout the entirety of 2017. Despite that, Mental Spee won her first gold in snowboard cross, and it was a very emotional moment for her as she defeated fellow Dutch para-snowboarder Lisa Bunchiken. Mental Spee subsequently went on to beat American Brittany Corey by 0.07 seconds, winning the bank slalom gold. Mental Spee has undergone cancer treatment 9 times in her life and made the switch to para-snowboarding after she was diagnosed with bone cancer and had her leg amputated. In 2018, at Pyeongchang, the Chinese wheelchair curling team turned a lot of heads. The Chinese wheelchair curling team triumphed over Norway, beating them 6-5 in the gold medal championship match following an extra round of play. This victory was viewed as a welcome boost for winter para sports in China, especially with the next games being scheduled in Beijing. But a hilarious moment came at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics when Turkish Paralympian Abdullah Öztürk won gold at table tennis. Öztürk was so proud and excited that he rolled through a barrier with his wheelchair and fell out of it. Next up, how has Team USA's participation in para ice hockey evolved over the years? Let's find out. In the 1990s, para ice hockey was known as sled hockey. The sport was introduced in the Paralympics in 1994 at Lillehammer, and Team USA did not participate. And 4 years later in Japan, the American team finished last in their preliminary round pool. It was until 16 later that Team USA would make its presence known in para ice hockey. In 2002, with the Paralympics at home in Salt Lake City, Team USA made its breakthrough and won its first ever gold medal. After the U.S. sled hockey program essentially became the gold standard in para ice hockey and won 3 gold medals in a row until 2018. The U.S. also won a bronze medal in 2006, and since 2009, the United States has won 5 World Championship gold medals. Another inspirational Paralympic story comes out of Canada. We're talking about gold medal winner Brian McKeever, who won the men's visually impaired 20-kilometer free cross-country skiing at the Vancouver 2010 Winter Paralympic Games. McKeever's triple success is a triumphant reminder of what's possible even if you can't see. McKeever was guided by Graham Nishikawa and dominated all 3 individual events to win 13 gold medals across 5 games. To this day, McKeever is the Paralympics' most successful and revered cross-country skier. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau celebrated his success on Twitter, congratulating McKeever on several occasions. But let's fast forward to 2020 at Tokyo Olympics for some fast-paced wheelchair basketball. One of the funniest moments came during the women's competition round. After a failed shot on the net, wheelchair basketball champ and Paralympian Amy Conroy was struck in the face by the rogue basketball and fell from her chair. Immediately, Conroy started to laugh. Up next, is Switzerland making its mark in Paralympic alpine skiing? Well, let's take a look. 21-year-old Swiss skiing sensation Theo Gmor made a jaw-dropping Winter Paralympic debut at the Pyeongchang 2018 Games and won 3 gold medals in alpine skiing. Even though Theo was up against some incredible talent that include Austria's Marcus Salcher, France's Arthur Bouchette, and New Zealand's Adam Hall, and neutral Paralympic athlete Alexei Bugaev, Theo managed to win triple gold in 3 alpine ski categories: downhill, super G, and giant slalom. Talk about impressive. Also, at the Pyeongchang 2018 Games, Oksana Masters won 2 gold medals in the 1.5-kilometer sprint classic sitting and 5-kilometer sitting, and she won 2 silvers in para-biathlon along with a bronze in cross-country. The thing about Oksana, though, is that she holds a unique distinction. She's a Paralympian with success in both the summer and winter games. At the Tokyo 2020 Games, Oksana won 2 golds in road time trial, H4-5, and road race, H5. But let's get back to some alpine skiing for a second and talk about Canadian Paralympian Lauren Woolstencroft. Woolstencroft first began her Paralympic Winter Game journeys with 2 gold medal wins and a bronze at the Salt Lake Games in 2002. She also won another gold and a silver medal in 2006 at Turin. After Turin, Woolstencroft thought a lot about retiring retirement, but the home games at Vancouver in 2010 inspired her to keep going. And that was obviously a good call by Woolstencroft, because at the Vancouver Games, she set a world record for most gold medals in a Winter Paralympics after winning 5 gold medals in giant slalom, Super G, downhill skiing, and Super Combined. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're bringing you the most memorable moments of the Winter Paralympic. Next up, what's happening in Beijing 2022? Let's take a look. Day 3 of the Paralympic Winter Games Beijing 2022 saw 14 medal events take place and a ton of action in alpine skiing, cross country, and snowboard competition. There was a podium sweep for the host, People's Republic of China, in the men's snowboard cross big final, with Qi Lijia winning gold and Wang Pengyao and Zhu Yonggang clinching silver and bronze respectively. France's Cecile Hernandez won gold in the women's snowboard cross big final, while Finland's Matti Surhamari won the men's event. In the men's snowboard cross SBLL1 big final, reigning world champion Canadian Tyler Turner won gold. And we saw more Canadian successes in the cross-country skiing competition, with Brian McKeever and Natalie Wilkie dominating in the long-distance, vision-impaired, and long-distance standing events respectively. The UK too had some successes and added 2 more medals to their Beijing 2022 list, with Mena Fitzpatrick and Neil Simpson winning gold in the Super G competition and bronze medals in the respective visually impaired events. Super G silver medalist Giacomo Bertinelli, representing Italy, won the men's event, while Slovakia's Henrita Farkasova won the women's race. Up next, what's one of the most talked about moments from the Winter Games Beijing 2002? You're about to find out. 21-year-old Swedish Paralympic Ebba Arstow gave an incredible performance in the women's super combined standing event and won gold at her first Paralympics in a time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, 51 seconds, which was a second and a half faster than China's Zhang Mengqi, who took silver. After the race, Arstow had an inspirational message for aspiring athletes around the world and said, "I want other girls with disabilities, and boys too for that matter, to look at me and think, I can do that too. I want to show them I'm standing here, do like I did. You get so much stronger and become a better person." Also noteworthy was the snowboard cross SBLL2 big final events Cecile Hernandez, who accumulated 3 Paralympic medals and 9 World Championship medals, including 5 golds in her amazing career. Hernandez, now 47 years old, put in a stellar performance at Zhangjiakou Genting Snow Park and finally won the elusive and coveted Paralympic gold. Afterward, Hernandez said, "I'm really happy with this gold medal. It has been my dream since I started Paralympic snowboarding. It's unbelievable. I still don't realize what happened. To do everything I did to be here and then to earn this gold medal, it was a dream. And now that dream has come true. I am really, really proud." Finally, what to keep an eye out on at the Beijing 2022 Winter Games. There's plenty of action still on the way at Beijing 2022. Parabiathlon is about to take center stage with numerous exciting events. A total of 6 gold medals will be up for grabs in the competition, with both the men's and women's middle distance, sitting middle distance standing, and middle distance vision impaired categories. So if you're an Olympic super fan, you'll be pleased to know that the excitement is still very far from over. There's also what is known as a cracking game in the para ice hockey competition, with Pyeongchang 2018 silver medalist Canada taking on the 2018 bronze medalist, the Republic of Korea. You can also expect to see more wheelchair curling action as well, with at least 10 additional matches coming up. And this turned out to be quite the year for China's Paralympic athletes as well. Lu Zixu won Team Canada's first gold medal on Saturday at the Beijing 2022 Paralympic Games in the parabiathlon men's sprinting event. Lu Zixu won Team China's first gold medal on Saturday at the Beijing 2022 Paralympic Winter Games in the parabiathlon men's sprint sitting event. Lu said, "I'm very satisfied with my performance today. Although this journey has been full of hardships, the setbacks and trials made me who I am now. In the following events, I will try my best. I have always believed that life will never give up on a man who works hard." That's a wrap for today's video, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the